Hello guys, welcome to today's video, and in this video I am going to temporarily connect the smoke detector and the heat detector to through two wires that are left over from in the NAC circuit back to the panel and into zone 4. You can see here zone 4 is still open. And I got two leftover wires running back to the inside of the panel so I can expand it and make a fifth zone. But this NAC circuit is this wire right here. It's temporary, so I'm gonna be using the ground wire and yellow wire. Ground and yellow will work. The red and black will still be the NAC. So let's go back over there and open it up. I know I'm not necessarily using the right thing to take this bell off, but I can't remember where I put my other stuff. These are a bit stiff. So I'm gonna unscrew this. These things are so stiff. So I got the bell off. It's just this left up here now. So now I'm gonna take these off, and then I'll probably run the temporary zone to this that I have installed like a couple months ago to kind of like fill in some of the holes on here. There's like one on each side. So I'm gonna pause the video and get this part off. Okay, so now I got those bolts off. So you can just pull the gong off. And here's where it disconnects. Just kind of pull it apart. There's those, but first I'm going to take this plate off. So give me another minute. Of course I'm still going to have a bell here, but I'm going to temporarily take this ground off and the yellow. And then I'm gonna put a temporary wire down into here and run it to the zones. Since these are not working actually, they might look like they're connected, but they're not. They're kind of just sitting there. So I'll get back to you in a minute. When I have these done. It's probably actually a smart idea if I power down the system. So I'll turn it off, disconnect the power. I'm not sure why the buzzer's not going off. I'll do that fix later. And now detach the batteries. Now this system is dead. I don't know if that means it's not charging. No, it's charging. Okay, so I'm gonna go back there and finish it. Actually, I'm gonna just disconnect the ground. I'll do these later. Okay, so now it's only the red and black going to the bell thing. And now I guess I can run a wire from the devices to here now. And like I said earlier, it's temporary, so I might run it through here, or I might run it through here. Probably not this hole and this hole. Oh, a lot of dust still. Okay, I'm gonna get back to you in a minute once I have the wire. So it turns out I found this wire that reaches that with some extra there. So this will be nice enough. For now, remember what I said. This is temporary. This box though is not. This is permanent. This is going to be the box is going to be permanently there. I might want to get some knockout fillers for it, but everything else is eventually going to be wired through the attic. It's just way too hot in the attic right now. Like, it's probably going to be like 30-40 degrees if I go up there. So I'm going to find a wire to run in between that detector, the heat detector, and that smoke detector. I took the smoke detector off. It's just on the ladder there. So I'll be back once I find a wire that will go across the gap. So I got some more wire, and I just grabbed these because I thought, well, we're probably gonna need them. So I just brought them here, so I could use these once I'm ready for them. I'm gonna get this wire into the detector, the smoke detector. Give me like just a minute for that. Okay, so I got this detector done. Now I need to move on to that heat detector, and if you don't know, I need to take like that metal ring around it off and then screw it just to connect the wires to it. So this is going to be a bit longer than the last one. Okay, I have this heat detector all up. It took a lot longer. The cord's a bit loose, so I'm gonna like probably just tape it there. But I'll get back to you once I have it looking a bit nicer. Remember what I said earlier, this is only temporary, so once I'm able to go into the attic and run the wire, I will. So I'll see you in a minute or two. I got that up temporarily. It's just using like tape. It won't rip the paint off though. So I just got that wire left now. And then I got the connections to put in there, which I should probably do now. So I got this one done now. I connected to the red, to the yellow, and the black, to the green, because I connected to the yellow because I think it has like yellow's a hot color, red's a hot color, so I put the hots together. Black's a cold color, and green seems to be a cold color, so I put those together. This is for DC though, like AC would be usually red and black, usually your hots. And then it just runs here. The other red and black coming from the line going into the wall are connected to the belt circuit. So I'm gonna see you once I have this line up and nice, and after I put the detector back on. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so now I have that wire more nice. I kind of ran out of tape, so oh well. Then I got the wire just running to there. Remember, like I said a lot, this is temporary. Then it runs to there. So I'll see you at the panel now. Okay, back up the panel here. Sorry, kind of eating some candy. Okay. Gonna need to take this yellow off now. There we go. Take that out of the bell circuit spot. I know I don't have these labeled, but nobody other than me should be servicing this, since I know how this system works and nobody else does. Even professionals don't know how to use this because it's a fully custom panel. This other wire that came out is just NAC 1. There's only one NAC spot, but there's two different lines. So I'm trying to straighten these wires out again to put it back into NAC 1 spot. I am going to be using zone 4. So also, I don't really have any ground fault protection on. I don't really have any ground fault protection for the NACs. Well, they do have it, but it's only for when the NACs are going off. It will only detect ground faults when NACs are going off. So like when this panel goes into alarm or for testing. The moment it puts power through the NACs and it detects a ground fault, it will let me know. It's just being a pain trying to put this back in. 1 minute. I didn't like that guy, so I just kind of had to try and make him straight. Do not use that out of context. Put that in the hole there, okay? Now I can tighten this. Oh, hold up. I guess I can, before I fully tighten it, I guess I can put the red in here. Give me a minute. Yes, this wire is really thin, but the bells barely take anything, so it won't overmelt the wire. And the wire that I'm using is rated for, what was it, around 30 volts. So that's all good. Oh my god, give me a minute to put these in. Why did that take me so long? Finally, I finally got these in. Please don't be painful for this now. Now I got to put this in. So how this works is I put the hots first and then the neutral second. That's how it's wired to be. So I'll unscrew the hot terminal, put the yellow, because that's what I'm using, down here in the terminal. Oh my god, this is annoying. There we go. Just stay down there. It's in. Yes, it is. So now I'll just tighten this down. Sorry for the view. Just trying to hold it down. Or trying to record with one hand. Okay, so now I have the hot in here. Now I just need to do this. In the oh, 1 minute. Just completely lost the screw. I got so lucky it landed on something, so let's kind of just pop that back in. Now, what one is it? This one right here. This is kind of a bit pack jammed in here. I'm not gonna make it nice since I want to get a panel, and I might be getting one soon. So I'm not really worrying about making it all nice and everything. Plus, nobody's really looking at this anyways, so there we go. Now I can screw it in. The wire is poking out of it, yeah, because it used to be on this terminal block for the grounds, and you've had to have like this much of it to make it make contact. So that's connected there. Let's go see if the zone works. I'll power it on. Connect this and turn the system on. Let's go see if the zones are working. Okay, so I'm in here now, and now I'm just waiting. Okay, so this is here. What will happen if I activate it? Hello? I think you're supposed to be activating. Oh, it probably is active. Let me go check. So a way to check if it's active without setting the bells off is you turn the NAC off. Well, disable the NAC circuits. Then you walk up here and you listen to the relay clicking. You can hear it's clicking. That means that the system's in alarm or there's a trouble. It doesn't really click if there's a trouble though. If the relay won't really click if there's a trouble. That will probably be for future systems. So let's reset it. Now we know it's working. Now I can go put the bell back on. Okay, so I'm back over here. I'm gonna put the plate back on, the bell plate back on, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I accidentally dropped one of the screws down here. So let's see if I can see it. I'm not really seeing the screw. so that's not really good. I might need to move the freezers out to get that screw because I don't really have a replacement, so give me another minute. I still don't really see the I found the screw. You can see it right there. So I guess I'm gonna have to go back behind there and grab it. So I'll see you in a minute. It's a bit warm back here. Wouldn't say it's cozy, but warm. So I got the screw. Let's hope I don't drop it again. So I have the plate on. Pull string's still there. Oh well. So now I'm gonna put the bell on. Let me just kind of tuck this in for now. And now I can put the bell on. This clip is actually really strong. It can support all the weight of this gonger as long as the things there and the wires inside can support it, but I'm just surprised that where you clip it in can support the weight. So now I'm gonna put the gonger back on and I'll show you once I have it back on. So now the gong's back on. You can see it tells you what weighs up. You screw it on by these bolts. There's one at the bottom right and should be one at the top left. So in case your gong doesn't have this. This is only for Edwards though. I don't know about other bells because I've never had other bells. So now I'm gonna put like the gong itself on. This is what I might have called this the gong. I meant the gonger, like makes the thing make a bell sound. So just give me a minute. Now I have the bell back on. Before you guys start commenting, yes, this bell is upside down. It's only because there's like on the top here where it would usually be, where it would usually strike, it's grooved in, and it works either upside down or upside right. So when I got this, there's actually upside down. I know it's not supposed to be upside down, but that's the nice thing. If the motor on the back doesn't wear out and the bell does, you can just flip these upside down and then they'll start working again. That's actually what they did where I got this bell. They had it on upside down because there's actually a pretty big groove. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. You may or may not see it. Yeah, you see that metal groove right there? It just dug it out. So the striker wasn't making too much contact, and it wasn't making any noise. So when they were taking the bell down, they noticed this, and they just flipped it around. That's what they did like 3-ish years ago. So yeah, it works like this, and the system now works. I haven't tested the bell. I'm gonna do that when I do my system test video, which is this